Alright, I'm turning on my stream. I'm going to record this part. Okay. I was working on some people that Murray Marshall gave me in the DNA group. Now this is some of the names that he gave me was James Christie Sinclair, or actually he gave me James Sinclair Christie, but then I ran across this one, so I'm going to add this guy into the database soon. But another one I ran across was William Sinclair. He was the head of the, let me open this and read it because I can't remember the exact wording. He is the chief factor of the Hudson Bay Company, which is one of the big trading companies back in the colonial days. So I was looking at his, looking up this Sinclair, and then I saw this Swampy Cree, which it's evidently a native. So then you got the, I just built this tree here that I have in genopro around what is in that, and it seems to be pretty factual stuff. It says here, you know, National Historical or Manitoba Historical Society, Margaret Nahaway Sinclair. So I went and built around. Somebody's got a picture here. I don't know if that's a real picture or not, because I don't think they had cameras in 1857, but you never know. So it seems like there's some controversy here about who the parents are of this person. So I just added them both. I added all the information here. So then what happened was I started getting down in here and I knew some names that I have seen, like McKay. So I went and I looked up the McKays and moved him over here by this John McKay. And I'm not really paying attention, but there's a Sinclair. So, you know, I went around, I put him back over here by these Sinclairs, because there's, back here there's a Forbes. Oh, where'd you go? Somewhere here. Okay, the same native woman is supposedly married to Forbes and a Sinclair. So what they're kind of doing is taking over the country. Okay, so I think I've got some of these same people, or at least cousin. Like this William may be him, or his son, like this William. This guy's the Baronet of Nova Scotia, so you would think that he would be connected with the William Sinclair of the Hudson Bay Company. And here's some intermarriage going on here that I'm not sure of, and it's hard to figure out all these Alexanders. Okay, so anyway, I kept going down into here, and I know I've got McTavish. I haven't looked up the McTavish yet, and then I got to Bremner. So I had about 6 Bremners in my database, so I added them on their own map. Then I got a Bremner map. Actually, I might even have 2 of them. I don't think I do. No. I'm not sure what that means. So anyway, I went looking in and I found, where are you at? Here is some document on the Brebner. So evidently Brebner and Bremner are the same name. So I started adding these people, and I know the name Rosie, there's people by the surname of Rosie, Sinclair Rosie. It's also spelled it's R-O-W-Z-I-E, and I had them already in my database, so I kind of keep the spelling the same. So anyway, I'm going through here, and then I saw somewhere in here it was the name Dunnett. So I knew I had a couple of those, and I looked here and I found that one, and it was this one. And sure enough, it's right there. It's right here where I put the Alexander McKay, the John Bremner, and Barbara Bremner goes to this Alexander's and Stewart's. Here's more Stewart's, Sinclair's. I already had all this, and the William Innes and all this. Okay, so here's the thing. Then I scrolled down to what I already had, and it's this guy who matches me on Family Finder. Now, it could be the Anderson, because I have some Andersons, but I had added this guy's tree in because a number of people are connected here. See, this one's DNA on Family Finder, and there's James Sinclair Murray, into some unknown that I haven't found yet. Okay, here's another one, another Murray, and it goes back in, and then to a Murray that's a dead end there. But at the same time, I got all these other names that tie in. And it also goes into Scots, which these two lines here bring in Janet Agnew as a sister of Samuel Agnew that married into all these Marshalls. Margaret Agnew back into the Scots. See, this is all coming together because of the DNA trees of Family Finder people. And then see, like here, do these Bruces tie in? No. Okay. But I had already had all these people in this area on this map, and then with the DNA, I kind of added from here on down from these people, which I didn't have all this. So somewhere back in here, in the Marshall, in the Murray, Sinclair, Stewart, you got a Marshall or something like that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have these people matching me. So I'm going to go back and, I don't know, I'm going to go back to this guy. I'm going to look at the let me first make sure here. I got those moved over. Okay, so I could technically actually move all of these over. Because he is well, that's the Bremner. Somewhere she's in this document, I'm pretty sure. Well, let me look up the McTavish. MCTAV. Oh, looks like I got about 8 of them, but that's including 1, 2, 3. Okay, she's a Christie. CHRIST. Save. Oh, that's what it was too, is that these Sinclairs ran into Christie, which was who I was looking for, James Sinclair Christie. This is James Christie Sinclair. Now this guy here is going to fit in here somewhere too. So here we got a Parish, or that's probably Ferez or Parish or Perez. Parish. See more people. Ferris. Indian George. Anna McTavish. See, here's Dugald. Let's see. Married to Marshalls. And Shaws. And McLeod. And Irvine. Irvine was back on the other map, which was... see, now here, McGilvray of this... also married into them. Dugald is almost Donald when they translate. Okay, so I don't think I have... I'm just going to close it up for now because I can't really... I'm going to have to look for some other people, but it's interesting that when I'm looking for these people that I ran back into the Family Finder, so it does